Hello YouTube survivors, family and friends. This is Roy from Bootsy Sweetheart's Guide to Life and Other Disappointing Experiences. And one of the disappointing experiences, of course, of this allergy season. As you can hear in my voice, it has been terrible here. We've had rain and rain and rain and wind and airplanes going over and cold and damp. So this is Long Island in the summer, in the spring. It's a bit disappointing, to say the least. This is part two, a follow-up to, speaking of the airplanes, this is a follow-up to the haul to my unique thrift shop. Let's let the plane go over. I decided to do this outside so you could get a feel for what life is like when you live within 20 miles of a major international airport. For those of you who are lucky enough to live where it's a little quieter, you missed a little bit ago a Airbus A380 flew over. There are 500 plus people in that plane, and it flies over fairly low, even though we're 20 miles, 15, 20 miles from the airport. So I thought you'd get a kick out of some of the noise that we're dealing with between the traffic and leaf blowers and the planes and the wind. It's been an interesting spring so far. So again, this is my part two of the thrift shop haul. I'm excited about this one. This is a fun video. Just because I'm sharing what I got, and I think you're going to be happily impressed to see how much I paid for this big haul. It's also the first time I'm going to try to video my work surface, so that was taking a lot of extra time to do. Excuse all the maybe focusing problems and the lighting problems. We're working on that. So it's my first exploration and demonstration. Again, I remind you, I'm not calling them tutorials because I don't think I'm that much of an expert. I'm just exploring with you. I'm trying to keep the videos less than 30 minutes. This one's not going to be less than 30 minutes. I tend to get off on a tangent. Before I begin and turn you over to the craft area, we've been working on the production, the lighting, the video quality. I'm using a, I don't know if you know Premiere Elements, Adobe Premiere Elements 2018. And I've been using it for a while for other things besides YouTube. And I absolutely love it. They changed it in 2018 and the learning curve is a little steep for me. I'm doing my best and I think it's coming along. I have some friends who put me in the doghouse for mentioning their names. Mary and Annette, who advised me to try to put more of my personality out there. I am nervous. I don't know why. I find this a very nerve-wracking experience. I seem to be a little bit tense on camera. And I'm going to work on it little by little. It's kind of funny. I'm sitting here in the backyard, well, I'm in the side yard, talking to myself, hoping no neighbors come by and think that this man is absolutely out of his mind. So I guess it's a little bit unusual for me. Get an idea of how often these planes fly over. They're very high right now, but some come in very low, and as soon as there's an east wind, which is at my back, these planes take off into the east wind right over our heads. It can be annoying. It can be annoying, but I grew up with it all my life, so I'm not so bothered by it. Also want to thank my teenage computer techie guru, Jonathan. He's been so good about talking to me about editing. Some of the statistics he found socialblade.com for me so I can see statistics. So I've been having a really good time. Today's haul video is for trims and things that I was looking for. Go into it a little bit more deeply in a little while, to supplement, to embellish some of the handbags I've been making. And I'm hoping that you will be the inspiration for me to finish some of my works in progress. I have a lot of them. I start them, I get distracted, forget about them, and away they go. And they don't get done. So I hope you'll stick around to the end. It was a little bit of a surprise in one of the bags. Not earth-shattering, but of human nature, of human interest and human nature, kind of a surprise for me. And it led me to create something that unexpectedly. So without wasting any more time, let's get on with it. Again, hope you stay to the end. If you like what I'm doing, please thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. Please share this with someone who's into crafts, crocheting, sewing, sometimes just watching people do that, because I spend hours watching people just chat on YouTube. And I'll talk to you at the end. Enjoy the haul. Wait till you see what I got. Bye for now. Well, here we are, back in my little workspace, which I'm keeping kind of off limits to everybody else. Thank goodness for curtains and whatnot. This is part 2, as I explained, of tag along to a thrift shop, and I spent $20.11 on what you're going to see. And what was interesting is when I was walking into the thrift shop, I thought I had a $5 coupon for my purchases that day. Turns out that I had a 50% off the entire purchase. I will take that. As a good New Yorker, I will take that. So let me show you some of the things I got. I spent $20.11. That's what the cash register said, and 50% of that was $11. No, $10. You can tell I was a teacher. $10.05. Wow, that is amazing. By the way, this is a Friday evening, and it's TJIF, and it's after 5. Cheers. First thing I want to show you is I have two actually for 99 cents. There were 2 of them. They're placemats, and they're kind of tapestry. And I like to make tapestry handbags if I can, and sometimes I'll make them out of placemats. Every now and then I may look over on the right. I'm trying to make sure that I stay in frame, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Okay, so I don't know, both sides look good. This was 99 cents for the 2 of them, although I like this side. See, what I'll do is I'll do this. I may square up the corners, I'm not sure. Line it with a couple of pockets and do some embellishment. And for 99 cents, well, they were 50 cents each. Not bad, right? These are very popular now. The placemat handbag. You cannot have enough lace. You cannot have, repeat after me, you cannot have enough lace. What I'm actually trying to do, I've seen by a couple of people online, Jennings, I'll put her link below. does some wonderful things with lace. Look at how pretty these are. This was $1.69, and I got 2 nice cards full of lace. This is a blue, pretty blue flower, and this is pretty brown. Let me adjust the camera so that it's down a little bit for you to see even better. So this is really very, very pretty. Not for what I need, but you know what? Can't have too much lace. Then, what is this? Let's see. This was the bag that really intrigued me when we were going through the thrift store, because it had a whole bunch of little things in it. And when you make handbags, it's nice to have all these little embellishments. I'll let the maid get that. This is some pearl cotton. What is it? Mercanized cotton. You'll see I make a lot of flowers that go on handbags and barrettes and other things. I'm still really very hoarse. You can hear from my allergies. I have enough floss that I could probably stretch it from here to London and back again. But actually I don't have a lot of black, so this is very, very handy to me. Black floss is for the gothic. I'm going to do a goth kind of handbag line. Small things, over the shoulder, small handbags. Gave one to my granddaughter. I had made one. It was really very nice. I think she liked it. I don't know whether she's using it, but you know, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, they are what they are. This, oh, someone did. See, this is, you're going to see this at the end. For me, this is very emotional because somewhere along the line, someone started to do this and stopped for whatever the reason. And of course, as a maudlin kind of person, I'm starting to think of all the reasons why this person might have stopped and never finished this. I mean, we have a lot of unfinished objects, UFOs, but yeah, there's always a story. I know there's a story behind this. Oh, this is pretty. I think after we block it, it would be really nice on a denim handbag. What do you think? I think that'd be pretty on a denim handbag. Excuse me, I'm sorry. These are like, I don't know what these stitches are. I think I'm going to put this aside and we're going to look at this a little more carefully at some other time. This is too intricate and different. I'm going to look at these. These are not bullions. I don't know. We'll look at that. And then look at this. I tell you, it looked better from the outside, although this is still a wonderful treasure. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty. It's very delicate. I don't even know how it would hold up on something that's utility. This we'd have to use more for decorative stuff. This is beautiful. Are they all? I think they're all crocheted. No, this is beautiful. They're heavily starched. This is all hand crocheted. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is too nice to use on just anything. This is a special, something very, very special. I'm not sure how to block it or not yet, but it feels there's a lot of heavy starch in it. They're sort of like pansies because they have they have 6 petals. Well, these are supposed to be leaves. These are leaves. Oh my goodness. This is the finest thread. I don't know whether you can see how tiny this thread is. Now, no matter what I do. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can also see how old my hands are. We won't do that. Let's see what else. Then, hi. This was $3.49, and it was very interesting to me because I need a lot of straps, over-the-shoulder straps. Wasn't sure whether I could use this, but it's also very nice for trim. It's a nice braiding. Look how nice that is. I don't know if you can see from the upper camera or not. This is very strong braiding. The only thing is it stretches a little, so as you load up your bag, it'll stretch a little. It's very pretty. It would be nice embellishment and braiding decoration on something. Well worth the price. It's very expensive in the stores. There was another one. Oh, here it is. Oh. This one is sort of an ecru or off-white. It's not natural fiber. Oh, good. Not natural fiber. This is called Persian cord. Persian cord, 300 feet. Doesn't say what it's made from. Nope. Let's see what it feels like. Ooh, excuse me. Pop goes the weasel. Okay. What you didn't see just now is I have not had one of the cameras going. I didn't have one of the cameras going, so I've had to back up a little bit. So if it's jumpy, I apologize. I didn't check on the second camera. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is very nice. It's very strong. I'm going to leave this out for a second because it may come in handy to show you something else. Let's see what else we have here. Remember, this was only $10. $10. Oh, this was $1.69. See what we have here. I love to buy fabric like this because it's of course a synthetic. Oh, look at how pretty. I'm not sure what we'll do with it. It's a lot of material. Very pretty. There's a nice drape to it. There's a lot. Actually, it's doubled even. It's much bigger than a yard and a half, maybe even more. Oh, I love this. I'm not sure what to do with it, but it's going into the stash. It's too light to do in a quilt, that I can tell you. Not sure how we're going to incorporate it. It's maybe in a couple of circular flowers, and I want to make a series of bags. I'm going to call them drag bags, but they're really club bags. You know, something small that you take out if you're going to go to the club dancing. I don't even know if anybody does that anymore. But if you're going to go to dinner and then maybe out for a couple of drinks and you don't want to bring a whole bunch of stuff in your purse, take something like that. This is $1.99. Sort of see a theme going on here. Let's see what. Oh, what did they do? Oh, they stapled it in to the. Maybe they just tied it. Let's see. Yeah. No, they just tied it. It just got caught up in the knot. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Oh, look at these. Oh, these are all pansies. Looky, looky, looky. Is this beautiful? You know, if you're part of my community and you want to get to know each other and you want to make this interactive rather than just my blabbering away here, leave some comments. What would you do with this? This is beautiful. You have to feel it. I mean, it's synthetic. It has just such a nice feel to it. Oh my God, and look at how much there is. There's so much of it. This is a good thrift shop, I have to tell you. This is a very good thrift shop. Wow. I'd have to put a stabilizer on the back, but that's easy. What else do we have here for $10? $10. Oh, more material. This was $1.99, and it is green. I was looking for green because I like to make leaves for some of this stuff. You'll see. This is an interesting green. I love this green. Look at this. It's satiny kind of fabric. Big. I can tell you before I even undo it, it's big. Oh, wow. Shiny. Big. Shiny. Oh, shiny. Oh, how beautiful. This is beautiful. This is very, very pretty. And it's heavy. It's not a light. This is a nice lining. That's a beautiful lining. Would you imagine a nice bag with this lining in it? Wow. I'm even thinking it could be a nice outer fabric. Let's see. This is very pretty for a lining. Be very careful when you iron these synthetics. Start out with a very low iron and then increase it as you think you need it, but be very, very careful. This stuff can melt very quickly. Been there, done that. Really nice. You know what? I am so happy with that. What's in here? Oh. This was $1.99. Let's see what they got. I don't think if I work till the day I die, I'm ever going to use all this stuff. Oh, remember I said I was going to look for to do something in Gothic? Some goth. This, let me take this pin out. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, I'll show you at some point how I'll make some flowers out of this trim. Look at how pretty this is. Perfect. Perfect. If you're into goth fashion, leave me a note. I have some nice fabric, and I'm sort of playing with the idea of handbags. I made one and I'm really kind of hooked on it. There's a lot of yardage here. And this is a black beaded trim. Can you see that? See how pretty that is? Has just enough shine. Just enough shine to make a statement. Oh, I like that. Really. Well, that's it. One more treasure. One more treasure. Okay, this was $2.49. What's in here? This. Oh my. Oh. Oh wow. I'm not sure how I feel about this. This is a project that was begun. The hook is still in the bag. Someone started this and stopped. like the one previous. They're all single crochets. If you're like me and you like thrift shops, you've probably been to enough estate sales where you see how someone is gone either to a nursing home or passed on, and relatives have no other choice but to leave the house open to an estate sale. I went to one a while back, I guess it was last fall, and the person's medications were still out on the kitchen counter. There was food in the refrigerator. It was the saddest thing. And I'm feeling the same thing now as I look at this. This is very, very sad. I cannot rip this out. I will do something with this. And then I'll get back to you, because that was the last item in this stash. I think we did a good job for $10. I have another trip planned, and I'll show you that. But right now, this is a little touching to me, that someone started something for somebody and stopped. And I owe it to whoever that is, I think we all do, to finish the project. I didn't even see this in the bag. Well, I hope you enjoyed my first demo and exploration. This was my haul for $10. I think we did pretty well. Maybe if I finish something, I can tag it on to the end of this video. And if for some reason you see some jumping around, oh, this is very touching to me. If you see some jumping around, it's because one of the cameras I didn't have on, and I'm trying to do my videos with two cameras. It only works if you turn the other camera on. So, happy Friday. Thank you for joining, if it is Friday where you are. Thank you for joining me on this adventure to my first haul at a thrift shop to share with you. If I have some time, I'll put up whatever I decide to make with this beautiful treasure. I can't find it now. It must be so much of a treasure. So if you liked what I'm doing, please share with friends. I'd love to have a community of people who talk to each other. I know some of the other content providers have nice social groups amongst the people who are viewing. So please share. Please give thumbs up if you liked it. I've had some technical issues on this. Two things actually happened. One is I forgot to turn on the overhead camera. Wonder why. And secondly, for some reason, part of the footage got corrupted and my voice was not synced with my face, which was unusual. I couldn't fix it, so I re-videoed this. And please subscribe. Do you know I need 1,000 subscribers to become what's called a YouTube partner? I'm not sure really what that means, but it sounds like something I should do. So anyway, thank you again for sharing your time, giving your time to me, and stay well, take care, be safe, and goodbye for now. This is what my mind came up with. From that little circle that gave me inspiration. someone started a project and didn't finish it, probably for someone they loved very much, and I just couldn't see it not being completed into something. I use very seldom patterns. Usually I just crochet and whatever comes out, comes out. And I thought this would make a nice cinch bag. You'll see at some point I'll put it up and you'll see it will cinch like that. I had these wooden beads and I just crocheted them in every so often. I didn't even count the number of stitches. So I still have to weave in the ends and I have to line it. I love working with it because my hands were on something that someone else did. The one change I would make next time is these were concentric spiral rounds, and when I decided to add at the last minute the embellishment down here, this little edge, I just had to finagle where the two seams come together. Otherwise, I think I'm going to redo something like this. It's fairly substantial. I put plastic shipping cushions in to keep its shape until I line it. And I just made long single crochet ties that will go through. They loop through. Can you see that they're going to loop through? Anyway, I think you've been very, very patient with me. For over a half hour I've broken my rule. So here we go. This is my tribute to whoever it is that gave me the inspiration with that tiny circle. Hope they're happy. Here we go. Again, bye for now. Stay well. And please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.